So first of all, thank you for voting for me. For those of you who did. For those of you who didn't, get out. No, well, I'm half kidding. My name is Alicia Mackall. I'm the Educational Technology Specialist for Millville Public Schools. The slideshare presentation that I'm using today is available on my blog, as well as a Symbaloo web mix of all of the tools that I'm going to talk about today. I talk pretty fast, but the idea is for me to get through it all so you have time for questions. Don't worry about taking crazy notes. It's all here, and you can use this to turnkey to your own staff or just look at in your free time tonight. I don't know why people keep laughing. A good point about the Common Core standards is that technology and media literacy are embedded throughout the standards and not treated as a separate component. So Common Core uses tech to enhance reading, writing, speaking, listening, and language use. These standards explicitly call for higher order thinking skills. Critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and information literacy are strongly represented, while creativity is more implied rather than stated in the Common Core standards. In meeting the standards' expected outcomes, creativity should really flourish as long as we remember to design learning activities that use real-world situations and to make learning relevant to our students. So today I am sharing a handful of tools. It's kind of like my own personal smackdown. So I know this is probably going to be 2 hours of just a headache for you. But I'm really excited about these current tools, and I'm excited for a few reasons. So I work with teachers and students in kindergarten through 12th grade to promote digital literacy and learning. So a big requirement for any tool on my list is that it's free, first of all. My other requirements for today's tools are that they're able to be integrated in multiple subject areas, support the Common Core, and most importantly, that the tool won't be the focal point of the lesson, but rather the topic of what you're teaching is more important. So basically, they're pretty easy to use. Oops. So my first tool is Answer Garden. If you have a device that connects to the internet, can you go to tinyurl.com/tmgarden? tinyurl.com/tmgarden. I'm just going to pick up the garden that I started earlier. It's basically a minimalistic feedback tool. There's no registration required, and you can use it for audience participation, real-time collaboration, classroom feedback, and more. It's kind of like a poll everywhere, but you don't have to sign up for it. So let me pull up my garden. That is not my garden. So this is our answer garden. The answers people submit come in word cloud format. The ones that get the most votes are the biggest. So I see I have a bunch of different ones. So while people are sending these in, the bigger they get, the more they're mentioned. I have it set to brainstorm mode so that you can put as many as you want. But you can set it to like classroom mode where you can only submit it one time, and there's other options as well. I love it because I don't have to sign in because I can never remember my passwords. So there's no sign in. It's just an immediate thing. If you want to do a quick exit poll or just a quick little warm up, that's the same kind of concept. So that's Answer Garden. Let's see if we have any more. Okay, so we've got a few. So that's a simple little Answer Garden that we've planted online. Next up is ThingLink. And now I went to another session today. I know some of these are probably overlapping. So I'm going to show you what ThingLink is. Basically, the new feature is that you can use videos. But before it was just pictures, and you could add links. You can click on them, open a document, open a web page, a YouTube video. So I'm going to show you how this works. And now I mentioned before you can have a video clip as well, which is kind of exciting. So I'm going to choose an image, which I saved. It's of a dolphin. I really like dolphins. All right, so here's my dolphin. It's perfect. So I just click where I would like to add the tab. So let's just say I click on the eye, and maybe I want to paste a YouTube video, or this is an eye. I'm just very advanced. I can also change the icon that shows up. So I know if I post a video, I might want to put a play button. If I post a picture of myself, I might want to put a star. You guys, stop laughing at things when I'm serious about. But seriously, this is how you add it. You can add as many as you want. I haven't ever hit a limit. It's pretty cool. ThingLink. Next up is Canva. So I love infographics because of the fact that I like to think really fast, and I love that visual piece, and I know a lot of kids do too. If you think about what you retweet on Twitter or on Pinterest, or repin on Pinterest, it's usually visual things. So you and I could write an article. Your article might be 10 times better, but if I have an infographic, people are going to repin it. I don't know why. Infographics are just awesome. So you can make your own. Now, there's a lot of tools to do this, and if you go back to that slideshow that I was sharing, some of these tools I've given you another option. So like, for example, Answer Garden, Poll Everywhere. For Canva, Infogram, and Pictochart. With Canva, you can customize your Facebook cover. So for you guys who have schools that you do your Facebook page for, you can do a Facebook cover, a Twitter post. You can just jump to a blog graphic, and it's simple drag and drop principles. So you just choose a background, and there's tons of images to choose from. I can delete that text if I want to by simply clicking the trash can. I can add my own text, my own pictures, and more, and then I can share it with my social networks or just save it to my own computer. I'm going to try to get rid of some of these as I go. Powtoon. I love Powtoon, and I do it for fun in my spare time. So Powtoon lets you make animated video presentations. So I'm just going to start with a blank template for you guys to see. It's going to look a little bit like a slideshow presentation tool, because it'll have the white boxes on the side that will be slides, but they're really video clips. And I want to show you how it looks like I know what I'm doing when I really don't. So this is my Powtoon presentation screen, and I can choose to add text, like this is a handwriting text, and I can say, OMG, I love TMNJ. Actually, TMNT. Has anyone seen the movie? No. Me neither. I was hoping you would tell me if it was good or not. All right, so this down here, I can see my piece that I've added, and I can shorten the length that it shows for. I can also decide by clicking on the box how it exits the screen. So I can say bring it down and use a hand to bring it down. And then maybe I want to add a little, oh no, this kind of looks like a Ninja Turtle, but it's not. This man. Okay? So then this is my little, it shows where I am. I can press play. And then my text will be written on the screen, and my man will come up. So it looks like I really know what I'm doing. I'm so glad you said that. They will need an email address, and I'm going to show you how to give them an email address for $5. No, I'm really going to do that. What grade do you teach?
7 and 8.
And you guys don't have emails in your district?
Correct. Not for kids.
Well, I'll show you how. Okay, so that's Powtoon. Comic Master is next on my list. So I'm sure a lot of you guys use like Make-Believe Comics or other comic strip creator tools. This is Comic Master. Now, it makes a graphic novel. You can make it as elementary as you want or as advanced as you want. I've seen it used in various subject areas. I already added my little, what do you call these things? Blocks? Comic people. What do you call them? Panels. You read comic books. Oh, I was hoping you were going to be like, yes, I love them. So I can choose, disappointing. I can use a background, and then I can zoom in. Oops, I didn't zoom in the right way. I can zoom in to whatever panel I'm working on. And then I can add my characters. I can add speech bubbles, thought bubbles, and oh, he looks questionable. Like, oh my God, I have to run to teach me. And you can make your own graphic novel. And like I said before, it can be something you only use 2 panels, or you can use as many as you want. ViewPure. I think somebody touched on this in SmackDown. If they didn't, all ViewPure is you just go to a YouTube video, you copy the URL, and you paste it here. And then when you click Create, you can show videos in your class without having the ads pop up or anything. I'm going to use you for an example because you're here. But one time, so we were teaching this workshop with kids. I have a lot of weird stories. We were teaching this workshop, like a Broadway workshop, and we were showing like some performance from Newsies. Those are important details. And the video that came up, you know, what's that movie that came out? Sex Tape. Oh, I'm recorded. S-word tape. So, Sex Tape was a movie this summer, and there was the promotional video for Sex Tape, and we had these 4th and 5th graders, and I was like, oh my God. And like it kept saying, see Sex Tape, see Sex Tape. You couldn't even turn off the volume. It was like, That's all we took from there. So I wish we would have put it into here, and then we wouldn't have had sex tape, and we also wouldn't have had those annoying like boxes that pop up, like click here or buy me, or the comments. Like I told you guys earlier, my awful Schoolhouse Rock story when I played it for 4th graders in social studies, and it said, "This is mother effing awesome, mother effers." And actually, it's weird because the person who commented was the principal. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't write that. I'm just kidding. I was just joking. All right, next up is Kid Rex. So a big piece in having a 21st century classroom is obviously doing a lot of research and media literacy. So with Kid Rex, you can search for things online. This is like a Google, but for kids and dinosaurs. So they can come here, and if they search for something bad, like gun, it'll be like, oops, try again. But if you search for something good, like hug, it gives you a lot of hugs. Guns and hugs. Basically, that's really all you need. Now, to your question in the front, orange stripes, this is for you. Disposable. There's a lot of websites like this, but with this one, all you do is you make a fake email address. So, Justin Bieber, 123. And then I can just check the inbox. So basically, kids can have this temporary disposable email address, sign up for whatever accounts they want, cyberbully each other. No, I'm kidding. I hope they don't cyberbully each other, but they could. And we would tell them it's wrong. And we'd make a POW to tell them why it's wrong. But it'll be disposable email so they can confirm it, and it doesn't matter. It's really great for like elementary or kids under 13, because you don't have the parent permission to go on and make it their own account. But you really should pressure your... Yeah, you guys should really have emails at this point. What district are you? Are you here? Oh! You hang back. We'll talk later. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Next up is eMaze. I presented Power of an Hour earlier. If you weren't there, thanks a lot. But eMaze is a presentation tool. What did I say earlier that you guys laughed at? I can't remember my own jokes. Oh yeah, you said it. If Prezi and PowerPoint had a baby, it would be eMaze. Because it gives you these sample templates, and you just plug your words in. I made this presentation in 15 minutes. I thought about it longer, so don't think I did kind of throw it together. But you just plug in your text and your pictures and your videos, and it looks like you really know what you're talking about. As an example, I'm going to Start New. I can choose my template. Obviously, I need to choose Bono because he's so creepy to me. No offense to if anybody knows him. So it basically tells you this distracting manner. These are where everything is located. You can just simply plug in your own words, your own pictures. This could be a really cool interactive social studies timeline presentation. eMaze, super easy. It's an app and a website. The person who showed me this next one is sitting in the corner, Mr. Ryan Hudson. He's on Twitter. It's called Plickers. So Plickers is a free student response system when all you need is a device with a camera and internet access and paper, which we have paper, right? Do you have paper at your school? Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure. All right, so you just need paper and one device with internet access. And the kids hold up these custom QR codes, and you can get immediate feedback from them and get that data and save that data and review it later as a teacher. So it's just like a constant, you're checking where they are. I want to show you, I saw this on YouTube, this lady. Don't know her. But she's going to show you how she does it, and you'll see it's literally just a scan of the room. You print them. They have them all. They have them created for you. You can either print them or you can buy them, but that's all it is. And then it gives you the data, and you have it. So for those districts that are like, I have no money, if you have a phone, you could do it. And paper. Keep forgetting that. It's just a piece of paper. It's a custom. When you go onto the website plickers.com, it's just a custom QR code per kid. There's 4 multiple choice answers. They just hold up their answer, and the teacher just goes like that. I like when you guys say wow. Can we do that more often? So next up, Ed Puzzle. Wow. Thank you. I'd like to thank the person in the front. Ed Puzzle is a tool that I'm especially psyched about because of Park. Because I know with Park, like the video questions that are both math and English language arts, I had like 4th graders, it was with your school, sitting next to each other, and one of them had no videos, and the other kid had 2 videos. So all they could think about was the videos. And the guy with the no videos was like, hey, I'm done. Can I watch his videos? And they couldn't understand why they couldn't both have videos, but they loved to watch them. Oh, my other favorite quote about the park videos were when we showed the Amelia Earhart one, and the kid says to me, I thought she was black. And I was like, Amelia Earhart? And he said, I did a whole presentation for Black History Month on Amelia Earhart. I don't know what's more shocking, that his teacher didn't tell him or that he didn't figure it out. But can you imagine? So I don't know how I thought about that, but with Edpuzzle, you can create a video and have question prompts and voice pieces throughout. It's kind of like a voice thread, but custom for education. So I can choose whatever video I'm using. So this, let's say I want to teach about this. Use this video. I can crop the video. If I only want 1 minute of this video or 2 minutes of a video, I can crop it. I can add my own little voice commentary. If I press play, I can say stop here and add voice commentary. I can also, this is my favorite part, add these little quiz questions. So I can say right here, click that, I want to add a question. It can be open-ended, it can be multiple choice, it can be just my own commentary like, pay attention, this is on the final. Something like that.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Getting back to, I think, the one that was pure.
View Pure.
View Pure. I noticed one of your other icons up there was the Crash Course series by John Green, which is like awesome. Did you see it? You didn't know that was there?
I did not even know it was there.
He's the guy that wrote Fault in Our Stars and all that. He has this Crash Course.
I think
series.
subconsciously I knew.
Okay. It's really awesome, but every once in a while he throws in the word crap or ass, you know. And I was talking about donkeys. He didn't say donkeys. Like, I'm saying ass because I can say ass.
Are you asking me if they're going to block that out? No. If he says it, they're not going to block it out.
No?
I mean, that would be awesome. You could invent that. You could make money off of that. You're like the Mark Zuckerberg of
Except no one teacher.
YouTube videos.
So then it wouldn't be free.
It's true. Or you could just get a bunch of sponsors. You could just get a bunch of sponsors.
Oh, there you go.
And then it could still be free for them. So anyway, you can give this to them, and then they can get their questions throughout. The questions are on the side, and it can be any subject area. What did I have next on my list? Oh, 3 tools I want to briefly mention that you already know about. But I want to mention them because there have been a lot of updates this summer. So Remind 101, which is now Remind. What's cool about Remind 101 now is they added voice attachments. So not only can you still, for 2014, download your messages as a PDF and send messages to subgroups and also send attachments, picture files, Word documents. If you have notes, a presentation, you can add them to messages, but I love that voice attachment feature. Today's Meet, anybody use this for back channeling? Some of us. If you don't know what back channel is, it's kind of like a conversation that's not the focal point of the presentation. So we could all be talking on our computers in a private little chat room. It gives you a custom URL. Now, you don't need a login to use today's Meet. But if you do get a login, you can now moderate the comments. So before, if you did it in middle school, it would be like, I've got swag. And you can just be like, no, you don't. And you can just delete it really fast. So that's what's new. And Class Dojo is my last old thing that has new features. New for this year, you can share students. So if we all work in middle school, I teach something. I teach musical theater, you teach history, you teach English, and we have the same kids. We could share them without having to recreate accounts for everybody. So it's a new feature this year. It's been tested out this summer by the Dojo mentors. Yeah?
Real quick on that one. When you share the students, do you share the points too, or no, it's just the name?
Oh.
Because I was a mentor, but I never saw that.
Me neither. I was mentor too. I never saw that either. I didn't think about that. We need to ask them.
Like I'm saying, in 5th grade, they switch. They have like a whole thing for the 5th grade, so I think they want to keep track of the points, no matter which class you're in.
I'm not positive, so I don't want to give you the wrong answer.
Because I was involved in that too.
But if someone wants to email them or tweet them right now and get an answer in the next 20 minutes, you will win. You will just win. So if you don't know what it is, you can track student behavior points. You can customize your positive, negative behaviors. You think it's great for just elementary, but it's really not. I mean, secondary, I've seen that sound come on. Thank you. Can you do it louder, please? A little louder.
Boing.
Thank you. One more. No, I'm just kidding. Who wants to do the positive one? All right, you won. Oh, that's it. Oh, challenge accepted. You guys can have sound off in the hallway. So when they hear that negative one, you can keep it minimized and turn your volume up. I mean, it just changes the atmosphere in the room. And I told you guys earlier that whenever they hear the negative one, they automatically sit straight up because that means you're being good. I told you about emails, told you about Plickers, told you about Edpuzzle. Symbaloo. You'll see my web mix. These are the tools I'm talking about today. But you can use Symbaloo too, and not just for your own like organizing links, but also you could do it as like your homepage for your website or for your computers in your classroom. If there's certain websites kids are going to go to a lot, you could just pin them right here. So you don't need to keep typing in the URL. So if you wanted to add something, it's just a web mix, a bunch of different links. I simply click Add New Tile, create a tile. And let's just say I know of this really cool new site. You can search the internet. It's called Google. I was going to present it at the Smackdown, but they ran out of time. So I could simply give it a color. I could show the text if I wanted, save, and now it's right there. So when the kids go to this page, they simply click on it, and it'll take them right there. Hey, what?
You can also embed it, so you just have it on any website you have that kids go to.
Yep, any website that you have, you can embed it. So if you have your own teacher web page, it's like a launching pad, you can embed it right there. When you go to my blog to get this slideshow presentation, the web mix embedded right underneath. That's a great feature, especially for all of you. So if you teach math, this one's for you. Desmo's graphing calculator. What's really great is that you can now share your graphs and go look at graphs already made. I know nothing about graphs. I took AP Calculus. I don't know anything that I learned. But if anyone knows math, this is great, right? I don't know. So for you English language arts people, here's persuasion math. You could type in your name. Why dolphins are great. Get started. I can type in my thesis. It's going to help you build a persuasive essay. Ustream. Oops. Ustream. Basically, it's kind of like a YouTube Live, but it's not through your YouTube account. So if you don't know what YouTube Live is, I'll tell you. I know you didn't ask me, but you're going to learn it anyway. It links directly with your YouTube account. You can stream a live event. So I talked about that Broadway thing that we streamed with the kids performing. I basically just turned my computer around and pressed play, and we live streamed. We gave the parents a link. Only 6 parents watched, 6 more than we had there. And they watched the live performance. So you could do that even for like presentations or any kind of special event you do in your class, or if a kid's homesick. How awesome would that be? Like, little Bobby got his appendix out. He still is in class, just virtually. So with YouTube Live, it will actually record the presentation too. Ustream is another option to that. I can click this Go Live button, and I'm basic. My sample school. I got it, take me there, and then I can just start my broadcast, and when I'm ready to start recording, oh God. There you go. That's you guys. No one's watching, don't worry. Click stop record. And then I have my video too, and that's another, it just gives you a website URL, and you can just give it to whatever kid's app's in, or a parent who wants to see what Johnny is doing wrong in the class. Ooh, I didn't think about that. New idea. Oh, God. We'll leave this page. Alternative 2, usually when something goes dark, like anyone have a website that you used to use that just stopped working? Oh, Talking Pets. Did you ever go to Talking Pets? It was this great website. You liked it? Who said yes? Thank you. Wasn't it great? You can't have it. It's dead. But it was like you could have animals that just talked and spoke. You used it too? Oh, and like they showed examples in there, and I thought they were great. This was like 5 years ago. So I loved it because there was not much else out there like Talking Pets. And we would have, it's actually great for special ed because the dog would give them directions, and the teacher said, like, they listen more to the dog than me. And then all of a sudden, without warning, it was gone. And I couldn't ever find anything again. So if I needed to find something, I'd come to Alternative 2 and type in what kind of website I was looking for. So Talking Pets is like a Vokey, for example. So if I type in Vokey, I have a list of all alternatives. Oh, they don't have any alternatives for Vokey. What about what? It's dead. Oh, yeah. Kerpoof is another one. Shut down. So if we go to Kerpoof, we can see any look, these are some alternatives for kerpoof. Things that people have said are similar to kerpoof. So if you ever run out of a site or something like that, you just need an alternative, you don't feel like Googling or tweeting out, alternative 2. All right. I don't know how I went that fast, but I did. So there's obviously plenty more tools where that came from. Now at this time, I want to give you the opportunity to ask any questions. If there's something, a tool or a topic that you think I might know, you can ask me. If I don't know, I'll ignore you. If I do know, I'll answer it for everybody in the room. Or if anybody else wants to share anything and was too scared to get up in front of the Smackdown, come up here. You have the floor. So.
Your app emails, can you save it and go back to it? Do you have to have an account for it?
You do need an account. You do need an account for emails.
His own account.
Yep.
Do that email.
Yeah, 7. Well, how many kids do you have?
125.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if you have like elementary, you could just put them all under your account, have them save it as their last name. It's kind of a lot.
Sometimes I do it for
Yeah, they each need, oh, that's a good idea. They each need their own account. No question. Really? No questions. Yes? Disposable? Sure. What do you want to know? Oh, an example? Well, why don't I just make a fake account for something? So let's, yeah. Okay. Oh, 20 minutes. Let me prepare a performance. That'll be, yeah, you get up here. I wasn't kidding. You guys want to watch a movie? So, why are you laughing? So, with Disposable, let's say I came to Prezi, and I want to make a Prezi account. I can sign up. Oh my gosh, I don't have a password. So I can go to Disposable and I can say, I am Barbara Streisand, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so she doesn't have any new messages, but I can come here and I can say, start my free month. I can make my little account. So, Babs Stry. And I could say Barbara Streisand, 1, 2, 3, at disposable.com. Bless you. Babs 1, 2, 3 is my password. Okay. Oh, son of a nutcracker. Okay. I can check for new messages. So it's checking now to see if it's received any emails to Babs Streisand. You don't. You don't. And let me show you how in a second. So it's still checking for new messages. In a couple minutes, it'll an email will come up and say, please confirm your account. You go there, click the link, and I wouldn't use this like regularly, but if you want to make a quick account, it just throws it away.
So it's a temporary.
Yep, just temporary email, just to pretty much make accounts for things.
So is that like Google's +1 trick?
Yes.
I don't know what that is, but yeah,
No.
she said it.
Well, that one keeps a regular email. You can keep doing it.
Oh,
But like
I don't know what your trick is, so can you tell me your trick?
Well, the Google +1 trick is like you create a main Google account, just say Barbara Streisand123@gmail.com, and then if I wanted to create students under Barbara Streisand, I can say Barbara Streisand student 1 +1@gmail.com.
I did not know this trick.
But sometimes with that trick, you can't use certain tools with it. That's what I was.
Oh no, this,
Some of them don't take the +1 trick, like Prezi doesn't.
yeah.
I don't know about Wikispecies, but some of the webs accept that.
I think Prezi was a bad example because they want you to put your credit card in first, which I don't want you to do.
So the kids don't have access to the inbox then?
Yeah, they do. But I'm not going to put my credit card in, mostly because I don't want to pay for anything. But once you submit the actual thing, it'll come up here, and they'll just simply click to confirm. Just like you'd get a regular email, like, please confirm, you click the link. No. What do you want them to email?
I don't know. I'm just trying to compare it to
Are you allowed, are they, I don't know what the rules are. Is that considered like an email? Do they have to be 13 or over?
Well, the teacher controls the main account, so they never have access to the inbox.
Oh, okay.
They all come
If you want,
teacher has to manage.
what grade are you? If you want like something where they can email each other or send you attachments and stuff, you could just make an ePals account. Because with ePals, you can connect with classrooms around the world, and they allow you to email each other, and as a teacher, you can accept or reject every single message. So it's great for that global piece, which is so important, but it's also great because they have an email that they can also send attachments with and stuff like that.
But that's really not really, if the child's like 11, if you're going to a Prezi website using that, they can't, they have to be over 13.
Well, I mean, if they use their fake email, then you broke all the rules. You're like a criminal. But you're not really. Sorry, I said that. Oh, I told you I'd show you how to get Prezi. When you go to Prezi, if you don't already have this, just go to the bottom, and I forget. No, I'm going to find it real fast. Oh, click Try Prezi Free, and scroll down and go to Students and Teachers and Educational Licenses. They automatically bump you up. So Edu Enjoy is basically their basic account that now costs money, and you can just have that for free. And they'll give you a free trial of the Pro one if you want. But I don't know when they switched over, but they did switch. So make sure you're an Edu account. Any other questions? Anybody else want to come up here? Guys, calm down. Your energy. Yes? Yeah. Where do you want me to go?
Go to, I do actually know where you want me to go. Let's see. Because like 3 people voted for me.
You can get up here.
3 people wanted to see Flappy Bird.
We all voted for you. Come on down. We're going to learn about birds. What's your name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer. Oh, here. Let me give you this.
My mother would be mortified right now.
Why would she be mortified?
She doesn't understand computer coding. She's like, I thought you were a librarian.
I just
said,
know
am.
from code.org. I don't know anything else.
Well, that's where we're gonna go. But we're gonna go to the Flappy Bird. We're gonna go to the Flappy Bird thing, and I'm trying to remember the website. I can Google it though. Let's see.
I mean, the Angry Birds game, I must have played it like 100 times.
But did you do the Flappy Bird one?
No, I'm not that advanced.
Nice. We're gonna do it. Hold on. There it is.
Check out the forum. That's unacceptable. You have one. Now go to the forum.
All right.
Get a side answer.
I have to read now.
I emailed.
You're almost the winner.
I emailed.
Oh, we've got some people competing to win. Yeah.
All right, Alicia, you ready?
Oh, I
So
was wondering.
instead of you making videos at night just because you have a lot of free time, you could be like me and you could be coding Flappy Bird games at night. So like the great thing about Flappy Bird is that, because like a lot of people be like, I don't understand what you're doing, like coding, because like it's like strange and like very much like people like think you're in your basement playing with video games all day. But you get kids together in elementary school, middle school, or whatever. This is a great starter activity. So the first activity says, what do you want to do? What do you want to have happen when you click? So what do you want to have happen? Look at your choices. Anybody want to tell me what they want to have happen when I click the mouse? Okay. Anything else?
Just flapping.
Okay.
Stop.
Now, I don't know if sound's hooked up on here. Is
It's
there?
not.
Yeah. So what'll happen
Sound.
is when I click, it flaps. But exactly that. When it's silent, the kids start to say, but I don't hear it flapping. I'm like, did you tell it to flap? If you don't tell it to flap, it's not going to make the sound. So you're getting them to think about, like, they assume that things are just going to happen. But like when you're a computer, your phone doesn't automatically go on. Your phone goes on when you press something or when you tell Siri to do something. So then it goes through step by step. So now we've added some ground. Attach a block to the when hit the ground block, and your code needs to end the game. So this freaks kids out because they go, but then I'm going to die. But you're teaching them step-by-step instructions. So you need to learn how to end your game, because if you don't, nobody will play it because their hands will hurt. So when I hit the ground, I want to end the game. And again, if you had sound, you could make the flapping sound. Now the but the children who are noticing things will say, well, wait a minute, I can make it like a laser beam. And that's fine, but now your bird sounds like a laser beam. which is great, but again, in video game world, like it's a little weird. Or they'll make it like Santa Claus jingling. So again, it goes through. And this, and they'll do this, and they'll be sitting there. And you're like, no, the point of this activity was to die, so they have to stop. Congratulations, you passed the dying. So anyway, it goes through all these steps. And you could do this with older kids, even though they might be a little bored in the beginning. And then you get to step level 10, and you actually are creating your entire game, and you have lots of options. So when you run, what do you want it to do? Well, you have to set your speed. You have to, let's see, you have to set your speed. And if you're a little bit crazy, you'll make it a random speed, so they never know how fast the scenery is going to go. But again, they're thinking about this. When you click again, do you want to flap a normal amount, or do you want to flap a random amount, which is really hard, or a very large amount? Again, you have to be really good with your timing. When you hit the ground, we're going to make you end the game. When you hit an obstacle, we're going to make you end the game. When you pass an obstacle, they can start to do points if they want. So there's actually a competitive edge that way. You can, when the game runs, you can set the ground, and this is usually where they like to make it lava.
Class Dojo answer in the back.
You know?
Manita Dita?
No. They said, it says you can share and give free access to your partner, but they don't have it where
But
with the website. You have to go on your account
and give them your password.
and hit share, put the person's email address in. They'll get an email that they want to be able to do it, and they have full access to your account.
Okay.
So you have to go into your account,
No, you're
share on.
and then they can still add points and stuff.
Yeah, and everything.
Yeah.
It's like you're sharing that one account.
So from your account, you've got to share specifically with the email address. You won. Anybody else want to share another tool?
And then you get to play your game. So there's your large flapping with lava underneath. Where are my gaps?
Actually,
Hold
if you
on.
just let it die,
There it is.
That's way faster than the chicken I got in the cafeteria.
I want to see if I can get one. This is really... So, and if you've ever played the original Flappy Bird game, most people did not score very high. So again, that's coding.
Excellent. Code.org, use it for kids. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Anybody
Rest
else want
of
to
you.
share a tool? Anybody else? I'm sorry I talk really fast. I'll answer any questions you need. Preferably about dolphins or musical theater. Those are my 2 areas. Or cupcakes, 3 areas. Yeah.
Do you have a connect to an iPhone?
I don't have my VGA adapter with me. You want to just... Oh, you do? Guys, we're bonded. Yes, I can. Here, you're going to need this for the fans at home.
The fans at home.
I think there's one of them.
All right.
Mom. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, are you showing something? Or?
No, you are.
Okay.
Just grab my...
Yeah, and I'm going to have to unplug you.
Oh,
And then,
Educreations?
yes. Who groaned?
I think it was Dr. Spike Cook.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All right, are we good? Is it showing? Maybe you have to go out and go back in. Okay. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's been around for a little while. My name is Tracy Feary. I teach at Winslow Township High School, and I'm in my 3rd year of the flipped classroom. And so this is how I create my videos. This is called Educreations. It's a free whiteboard app, and you can use it multiple ways to be able to create online videos. I think you can make your videos up to 10 minutes. My videos actually look very much like this. This was like a sample that I did of my presentation this morning. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I guess not. But basically, what I do is I use things that I already have, and I cheat sometimes to make my videos. So you can actually, if you have Dropbox, which is also free storage, You can save your PowerPoint presentations to basically to as individual JPEGs, and then you can pull them through Dropbox and paste them to make different slides. As you can see, I'm kind of taking you through them. And then you would just go all the way back to the beginning and voice over. So students, when I make my videos, they can hear me. They can see the videos that I'm creating. They can see pictures. They can see me actually drawing to be able to do that. And all of that can be done using this whiteboard app. So some people choose to just draw. Math teachers will just work out problems. But it's a great way to be able to target a lot of different objectives in your classroom. You don't necessarily have to. People think of the flipped model and they think, oh, well, you know, it's a lot of work to completely flip your classroom. And that's true. It is a lot of work to completely flip your classroom. But there are also 9 models that allow you to create flipped activities without completely flipping your classroom. And they go from least interactive to most interactive. So it can be something as simple as homework support, where you're giving them a problem to work out at home and you're providing homework support for them. It can be using other people's stuff. It can be remedial teaching. It can be enrichment for gifted and talented or for differentiation. You can make your own lessons. You can have your students make lessons or do independent practice. So you don't necessarily have to. I mean, the model that I use, let's see, I skipped it. The model that I use is I make my own videos. So my students are actually viewing their video lectures at home, and then they come to class, and we have the entire class period to be able for them to create, apply, using any of these tools that I use in my classroom. So my students are creating Google Docs. They're creating advertisements using Google Drawing. They're creating presentations of their own. They're making videos with Educreations. They've uploaded things to YouTube. So all of these things are possible without completely flipping your classroom, yes.
When are they actually reading their textbook?
They,
Getting the foundation of the information.
the videos that I do are tied to the textbook. There are often times in the classroom when they're working on a group activity where they use their textbook to find content. So they're not always searching for content online, but they are sometimes reading their textbook. We do.
Give them a homework assignment to watch your video.
You can do it that way, or you could say, you know, go home and read this section of your textbook, or this perspective. You know how they have those different perspective things in your textbook. You can have that. You can. It doesn't have to be video. It could be an article for them to read. It could be a picture for them to analyze. Some sort of content that you want them to know before you walk into the classroom. So really, it's you adapt it to your teaching style.
I think you can do like mini flips too. A couple years ago when I did flip classrooms, like, I don't know, what do you teach again?
I teach US 1 history.
Yeah, I don't know how, I don't think I could do the flipped classroom model, especially in my district. However, like mini flips, I think work too.
Right.
Like, and the kids can create videos. It doesn't have to just come from you. I will say I have an AP chemistry teacher now that like I taught at Moto 3 years ago, and he's progressively gotten better. And now his entire class is like flipped, done, scheduled on Edmodo, ready to go, be pushed out.
And it's really easy to do. I mean, when you look at the Educreations app, these are the colors that you can draw with on the app. You can add text, tap anywhere to add text. I am adding text. You can make it larger once you.
This is also web-based too.
Yep.
So if you don't have iPads or something like that, you can do it on the web as well.
I can erase.
So there's tons of tools like this. I know your smart recorder software does that for you. Screencast-O-Matic, Screencaster, Jing, Camtasia.
Right. Show me.
What's that Screen Chomp one?
Yeah.
Show me. I want to show one more tool before I ask somebody else to take over.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Yep.
much.
Welcome.
And thank you,
Okay.
person who has the whiteboard.
On me still.
Stealing my mic.
Not thinking about it.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you.
I forgot one. Sophia, I didn't show you this, right? Okay, Sophia I showed 2 years ago, but I think it's just starting to like be awesome. Sophia it can be used for flipped learning. That's what I talked about it with. But it's really just to introduce a topic, or it can be a review material. With Sophia, you can pull lessons from other people, or you can share your own. And you can embed videos. You can add links. You can add text, allow them to comment, question and answer. They can rate your lessons. You can also embed questions on the side. Again, it's just putting all of your stuff in one place. That's Sophia. They also offer a lot of trainings for educators, and you can get certificates and stuff like Flip for Flip Learning, Google in the Classroom, and that kind of thing. Anybody else? Oh, I lied. It's 2:47. Thank you for my assistants who helped me out the last 15 minutes. Guys, have a great day. Hope you win. But not more than me.